Funny.
Turn the music down. We are live.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
I mean, I guess.
In a way?
I guess.
You're not wrong.
Y'all don't remember that Vine? No?
No, I do.
Just
No.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay, thank you. That's how.
Oh no, I guess that makes me fat ball sack. What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm changing the line of dialogue. Hi, welcome to our Hunger Games Book 2 PowerPoint discussion.
Oh my god. Jeez, sorry.
What?
I just startled myself. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep. Pay attention to the lecture, please. Okay.
I am. I just happened to open the lecture somewhere else, and your voice coming out of two places scared the shit out of me.
Oh, I have to fucking adjust it on Twitch. It looks bad.
Oh man.
It looks bad. Look at that. Get out of here. Why do you look like that?
You can't just ask things why they look like that.
I can, and I did.
Jackie, if you have to ask why something looks like it, you should ask the parents.
We are the parents.
There's black bars. Why she do? It was perfect when I started. Why did I start messing with it? I hate myself. Okay. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled content. So, oh no, I think I messed up the animations, but it's fine. So, part 1, Hunger Games 2, Catching Fire, The Spark, aka There Is No War in Ba Sing Se.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. We're good. Alright, so Katniss survived her Hunger Games in the last novel, so now she's fine, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, she's got to do the victory tour now, where all the victors visit the districts and they celebrate how all the other tributes are dead, and everybody really loves it a lot. And just before she gets this special visit from President Snow, who then tells her the following: by threatening to kill herself and Peeta with the Nightlock at the previous Hunger Games, she personally has ignited rebellious attitudes within the populace. The threat of rebellion is now very real due to her actions, and in order to prevent it, she must sell her love for Peeta to the audience. So, that's cool. And I'm sorry, y'all, I did like a couple of sides about the prequel just because, like, it all makes sense now. So, quick aside about President Snow, one thing you learn is that, like, this guy, like, all good villains sincerely believe in the cause. Like, the best thing for this country is to keep everybody under control. He personally lived through the Rebellion War, in which rebels sieged the capital for so long that people literally cannibalized starving corpses off the streets. Like, people they knew, they'd be like, oh yeah, that's my maid, I ate her leg. Like, it was crazy. And he personally witnesses how district people view the capital as ruthless, violent killers, despite, from his perspective, only ever killing to survive. So, like, you know, it's very us versus them. And also, he comes from a family that's very powerful and wealthy, and immediately went into destitution and was nearly destroyed by the war, and, like, they gave up everything. And so, like, their living conditions were abysmal, even though they literally lived in, like, the ruins of a penthouse. So President Snow basically thinks that the Purge is correct, because to him, humanity's base state is violence. At our core, we're animals, and we will do anything to survive no matter what it costs. So, if there isn't enough food, shelter, whatever to go around, it is thus better to control through violence. That way, people both get their violent fix, and they're also reminded who's really in charge. So, that's the tea on that one. And so Tigris is actually I can hear myself. Who's echoing?
I think it's Max.
Is it me?
Well,
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
It's very distracting, I'm sorry. But yeah, so Tigris is his cousin. And
Really?
Yeah. And she is like the sole provider of food for the family, and so that's what the Tigres may have some broth. That's the main
Okay.
And so it's interesting to think, like, how did she fall into such a state where she's barely scraping along and hates Snow?
Hmm.
Has Snow been president since like Hunger Games 1 then? Or did he only recently become president?
I think Snow's been
Or is he like one of them forever presidents?
I think Snow's been president for at least 25 years, because I think because remember he announced the last Quarter Quell.
Okay. Well, shit. That's a long presidency.
The prequel takes place from his perspective when he's like just about to graduate from school. And
Okay.
like and they're just starting the mentorship program in the Hunger Games.
Okay.
And so it's like a student thing that they go and they're mentors in the Hunger Games. So it's like Snow as a mentor. So, just in case you guys were interested in something like that.
I wonder what district he gets.
I mean, I do have the book downloaded on my phone, and I'm ready to start reading it now.
So, yeah, anyways, Team 12 are on the victory tour, and, well, yeah, it's just as fun as you would think, going around being like, we killed your kids, let's party.
Ooh.
But then we visit District 11, and we see Rue and Thresh's families during the public speech, and PETA, without permission, completely impromptu, gives the families 1 month of their tribute earnings as long as they are alive, which, like, that's huge cash. That's cash money.
Would literally change their lives.
Yeah, that's literally a game changer. And then Katniss, driven by her guilt and her grief, gives an unplanned speech thanking the people of District 11 for their children and detailing how the tributes from that district were significant. So, like, Thresh saving her life and Rue being her ally. And I don't know about y'all, but this part, like, I cree every Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because she, like, equates Rue to being similar to Prim.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a good shit.
Yeah. And then after the speech, somebody whistles Rue's 4-note tune to signal, like, the day is done in the orchard, and the entire crowd simultaneously does the traditional District 12 gesture to show thanks. And we all fucking know it. We all have seen the movie.
Yep.
We all know. we
It's
know.
the Girl Scout symbol.
It's a Girl Scout symbol. And then after they leave a
Is it?
piece...
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the, when we're doing our Girl Scout, like, promise, you hold the 3 fingers of your right hand up next to your head, like that.
Oh.
That's the Girl Scout symbol. And that's what you use when you're, like, giving the Girl Scout promise.
I had no idea.
'Cause
Today
you
I
weren't a
learned.
Girl Scout, were you?
Well, that's not cool. I wanted to be a Girl Scout.
I was.
I wanted
so long
in on that
ago.
cookie racket. That sweet, sweet cookie money? Shit.
Yeah, we went to Disney World.
What the fuck? Oh, well, you were East Coast. That makes sense. That makes more sense. I was like, hold on.
Had to get, like, hotels.
Yeah, but I'm sure, like, West Coast Girl Scouts do, like, Disneyland. And, like,
Yeah.
that's not the same thing, but it's, like, Disneyland's still pretty dope. Like, I feel, Midwesterners go to, like, Texas or something. Or, like, McDonald's.
Texas or
Some
something.
sort-
You
They
know,
have Six Flags.
Texas, the Disneyland of the Midwest.
They just go to the Alamo. This is the same thing, right?
Oh my
I'm sorry,
god.
Midwest. I don't mean to be mean to you. I'm sure your McDonald's and your, like, Burger Kings are wonderful.
It's okay. All 6 people who live in the Midwest can't see this because they don't have internet.
You're insulting my people.
Am I wrong?
No.
Shout out to the Hell is Real sign. Out in the cornfields. If you know, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Alright. Anyways, a peacekeeper shoots the Whistler in the head, and that's where we are on this vibe.
And they weren't even supposed to see it.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah, it's
were
because...
leaving, and Katniss forgot her flowers and went back to get the flowers.
Mm-hmm. But they could
And
hear
saw
the
them
gunshots.
shoot the head. I mean, yeah, you could hear it, but it was different from seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to not see people get blasted. Personally.
That's valid.
I'm gonna do this for me. Because I care about me.
Well, the animations didn't work on this one, so them's the means. Hydrate, everybody.
Plutarch? Well, I spelled his name wrong. I fucking knew it was in here somewhere.
Alright, so, Katniss and Peeta tell Haymitch what they saw, and then they have, like, a good communication powwow, and Peeta's like, y'all need to stop fucking keeping secrets from me, because he literally exacerbated the issue by giving the family their winnings, and so if he had known about Snow being like, you have to sell this love romance thing, he could have fucking helped! So, it's fine. It's not like he's the most charismatic of the three, but, you know, it's fine. Let's leave him out of the part where we have to act. Yeah, Katniss should be in charge of this.
Of all the people that should be mad that they weren't in on things in this book, Peeta should be the maddest.
Yeah!
You know,
Because he could have made it fucking work.
yeah. He would have sold it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, honestly. Anyway, so the rest of the tour goes well. Katniss suffers from nightmares, so Peeta sleeps in her bed to calm her, and, like, they cuddle. It's cute. Well, not cute, but, you know. It's bonding, at least.
Yeah.
The context isn't cute, but I like the idea
cuddling
that...
because of night terrors. Oh, that's cute.
You know what I mean?
You know what is cute, though? Is, like, when a character has nightmares, and then they spend the night with another character, and then they don't have nightmares.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about! Thank
That's
you.
So good.
I can tell by the way you were breathing that you didn't have a nightmare.
Well, maybe by the fact that she didn't wake up screaming.
That too.
Alright, and so they go to the Capitol for interviews and parties. Peeta proposes live an interview, and Snow basically confirms, like, that's not gonna be enough, you didn't sell it. And then they also go to a feast at Snow's mansion where people drink stuff to make themselves throw up so they can eat more food, so that's cool.
Love that.
Yeah, while she's at this party, Katniss meets the head game maker Plutarch Heavensby, who shows Katniss his watch, and it makes a little glowing Mockingjay appear when he rubs the watch face. I'm sure it's not significant. And
my
then
dumbass did not get that at all. I was like, oh, that was dumb. Oh, that's neat. Like, weird flex, but okay. And then I just moved on.
that's literally
and,
what
like,
Katniss was thinking too.
And then like, okay, whatever, fuck off. And then like he came back and was like, oh, you know what? I've seen the fucking movies. I should have known.
Shit. And then,
Oh,
yeah, they go to District 12 and they get a big party, and while in the mayor's house, Katniss sees some classified information confirming an uprising in 8. Cool. So, then Katniss and Gale decide to have a secret meeting. Gale confesses his love. And... Bro.
Fucking Gale.
You can't just drop a bomb like that, Gale. Gale, now's not the fucking time. Oh, God. Yeah, and then he
you could tell Gale that, and he'd be like, yeah, well, how about tomorrow then?
Literally, though.
Like, he should also realize that there is no end to this. She's gonna have to be in love with Peeta forever.
I know.
Like, that's it. They can't break up. Nothing. Because the minute that they do, the Capitol kills them.
Yep.
But no.
They're publicly
Thinking of
cousins.
it, so...
Yeah, and then Gale fucking gets mad and starts to leave. Like, can I get a hug, bro? I think that's the next. Yeah, Gale's a yo, where's my hug guy? Like, literally, fuck off. You're not entitled.
We all know one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways, while he's leaving, she mentions the rebellion in 8, and Gale's like, oh sweet, now we can be friends again. Let's rebel. Katniss is like, bro, no.
It doesn't work like that, sweetie.
Oh my gosh.
So some memes. And yeah, so when they get back, they see that there's a, well, actually I think a couple days passed, but they get
No, it's the same day.
Yeah, it's that same day.
Gale leaves.
That's right, yeah.
Angry.
That's right. You're right. Yeah, so Katniss gets back, and there's a new head peacekeeper in town named Romulus Thread. And we first meet him while he's whipping Gale for poaching a turkey. I also thought it was really interesting that in the movie, Gale physically tackled Romulus for attacking an old woman. And I'm just saying that it's interesting that they escalated Gale's crime to make Romulus more reasonable. I'm just saying.
They made some pretty interesting changes in the books to make the Capitol seem more reasonable.
In the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, in the movies. Like,
yeah.
It's just interesting.
It's just interesting to look at. Especially things involving the military and stuff. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Katniss steps in to stop him from whipping Gale, and gets a cut on her face. And she would have gotten her ass beat too if Peeta and Haymitch hadn't stepped in and been like, "Do you know who she is?" She barely gets away with it. And so Romulus then quickly establishes his District 12, which includes stockades, machine guns, whipping posts, and a gallows, all being built. The Hob is also destroyed. Charlotte set a town essentially made of coal on fire. It's fine. I did not put that. He also replaces all of the peacekeepers. I'm sure those previous peacekeepers are fine.
I'm sure they're fine. They got restationed.
They just got reassigned.
Yeah, I'm sure we just don't see them again because they're off at Disney World.
They went up to live on a farm.
God damn it.
A farm out in District 11.
That's... Oh. I'm gonna move the Spotify thing down here. Alright, yeah, and also, during all this, Gale's recovering from his whipping, and Katniss is like, I choose Gale, but like, Mama, he's dying. We know what's happening here.
See, I don't know if you know this, but you're muted.
Am I?
No, I'm muted. I'm typing.
Okay.
I just don't want you to hear
okay.
my never fucking typing.
Okay, I just want to
Oh
make
my
sure.
god.
Yeah, I'm talking to one of my friends, so.
Okay.
Made my fucking heart drop just now. I was like, don't tell me I was muted the entire time.
No, you're fine.
Oh, can you imagine? I would quit streaming
Oh,
forever.
like me streaming for 30 minutes and having it on the starting soon
Oh
screen.
my god. Literally, I streamed, it was several hours I streamed, and the entire time I didn't have the game volume on the Twitch, so it was just me and no game volume.
Oh no.
It's very cringe.
Oh no.
Anyways, I didn't have enough room on the last slide, so this is what you get. Katniss then decides she can't stand to stay at home anymore and goes to the lake where she sees two peacekeepers. And she's about to shoot them when one of them holds up a cracker with a Mockingjay on it. And that's how part 1 ends. Wait a minute, who are you? So these are very good memes.
Thank you.
Let me move this again.
I forgot that's that guy. When do we want to watch the
Too
movies?
small.
Because now I really want to watch the movies.
I feel like I don't even remember the second and third movies. I watched them, but I don't remember them.
I
What about the
only
fourth
saw
movie?
like bits and pieces.
Or that one. The fourth one was the one I paid the least amount of attention to.
I did not see Mockingjay at all.
I think I only saw the first one. And then I was like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing here. Alright, so this presentation is brought to you by the Peeta is the best choice for Katniss gang. So first of all, we are going to address Katniss she is being given no choice either way, that the sheer amount of trauma she's experiencing right now is likely affecting her quote-unquote decision in either direction. Full stop. So like, you know, it's not cute what's happening.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But here's why I like Peeta. He wants her to sincerely love him. He is discontent with the fact that she feels forced to. He would rather keep her friendship above all of it. If Gale were in this position, he would 100% expect her enthusiasm at all times. Peeta is just like, please just be my friend. Free?
They literally go through that section too, and he was like, I can't do this. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay if you don't love me right now, just please be my friend again. I just want people to talk to you.
He just wants the friend zone.
Yeah.
Free, cheesy bread. Free cheesy bread. For life.
What a good boy.
For life.
And he also, like, since they've both lived through the Hunger Games, he can understand her in a way that Gale never could.
Yeah.
Trauma bonded.
Yeah. And also, Peeta's a genuinely good and unselfish person, and he loves Katniss despite her prickliness and just difficulties expressing herself. Like, I fear for Peeta.
Like, Gale definitely gets upset at her whenever she has issues expressing herself, but Peeta doesn't.
No. Peeta gives her time. Like, Peeta gives her space when she needs it. And then, like... And okay, it's not on here, but also I like Peeta is he knows when to be like, okay, this is fucking bullshit. We need to do this now. Like with the communication thing. Like,
yeah.
Peeta knows how to slap sense into Haymitch and Katniss sometimes. Thus, Peeta is greater than Gale.
Can confirm.
All right, and we're on part one opinions. So I just wrote Baba Booey. I didn't have any. So
I just wanted to add on, but there wasn't enough room on that slide.
Hi, I'm Max. I remember that little monkey.
I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. Please.
No, I love it. But yeah, Gale missed his chance and decided to make it everyone else's problem. And then all of his acts of love have ever been acts of jealousy and never really romantic love. So
You are
therefore,
correct.
he shouldn't even be an option, really is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
And also the fact that Katniss only just realizes that she has feelings for Gale after he tells her that he has feelings for her. Like, no. No, you just want your friend back is what you want.
That's facts.
But he just made it so you can't have that anymore.
Poor Katniss.
Well, he even got upset when Darius would just semi-flirt with her in the Hob.
Yeah.
So,
Like, bro, it's clear that she's not reciprocating. And also, it's none of your fucking business.
You said Darius.
Darius?
Oh, poor Darius.
Yeah.
All right, do we have any more opinions about part one?
Gale sucks. That's about all I got. Like, sure, he's good with
Not even
well,
really in
hunting
part one, except for that
or,
one
like,
little section.
mares or whatever.
He sucks.
Like it's he does some stuff. He's got some neat things, but overall, dude sucks. Deuces.
Part two, the Quell. Finally, we don't have to see Gale anymore.
I think
Have
we
we
have a
mentioned
similar
we don't
opinion.
like Gale?
Have we mentioned it at all?
All right, so the Peacekeepers are actually refugees from 8 named Bonnie and Twill. They bring news from the uprising in 8, and they tell their story. Very sad. Twill was a teacher. Bonnie was her student. Twill stole bits and pieces of Peacekeeper uniforms for her and her husband to escape and contact other districts about the rebellion. Once the uprising started, the capital deployed Peacekeepers, quote, by the thousands, and beat the rebels down. Excuse me. The district was in full lockdown for a week, no food or water, and when they finally went back to work, Bonnie and Twill were late to the factory after school, and the factory was bombed before they made it there, and it killed Twill's husband and Bonnie's entire family, so now they're traveling together. They looted what they could, and they're escaping to what they hope is District 13. And they also give Katniss a very important piece of information in which they know District 13 exists, because the Capitol keeps reusing the same footage of the smoldering ruins of District 13. And you can tell because a Mockingjay flies in the far right corner or something. Just its wing just barely comes into frame for a second, but you can see it every single time. So they're reusing the same shot, which means they aren't going there.
Yep.
Yes.
And then Katniss then gives them food and teaches them what she can before leaving. I'm sure they're fine.
I'm sure they made it safely to District 13.
All right. While heading home, Katniss realizes that the fence is now electrified and is forced to jump out of a tree. She lands hard, hurts her foot and her rump, and at her home, Peacekeepers are waiting. They electrified the fence as a trap to catch her in the act of poaching. And so, anyways, Katniss broke her ass and now has to spend winter in bed, but she and Peeta work on filling out her mother's medicine book together, and it's
That's so cute.
All right, and then Katniss's ass is healed. They have a filler episode about dresses and plans for Katniss's upcoming wedding. And then that very night, the Quarter Quell is announced. So every 25 years, the anniversary of the Hunger Games is marked by a Quarter Quell, which gets a new special rule. The 25th Hunger Games had each district having to vote on who is the tribute. The 50th Hunger Games had each district send twice as many tributes. And this year's Quell, the tributes will be reaped from the existing pool of victors. So yeah, Katniss, being the only female victor in 12, takes this really well and goes screaming and crying and drinking heavily.
She doesn't even drink that heavily. She's just a fucking lightweight.
Yeah.
She drinks like a quarter of a bottle of liquor and then passes out.
Me.
Whoa, a quarter of a bottle of liquor is still a good amount of liquor. Let's see.
It's like
especially for someone who doesn't drink often.
Yeah, I guess if you're somebody who doesn't drink ever. A 17-year-old girl.
A very skinny 17-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so during that time, Haymitch promises her that they'll save Peeta this time around, like it's only fair. And then finally, Peeta comes in, knocks some sense into them, and is like, bro, we're training like careers, let's go. Like, we know what's gonna happen, we know we're going in. So then they start, like, training montage.
Yeah. The whole montage of Haymitch trying to just attempt anything. It was good. It's so good.
I'm sorry. I thought it was so sad when they left for the Quell, they didn't even get to say goodbye.
I know.
Yeah.
But, just another way the Capitol's trying to fuck them up.
Mm-hmm.
So, on their way to the Capitol, Katniss and Peeta watch Haymitch's Hunger Games footage. His games were actually during the second Quarter Quell 25 years ago. Maisie Donner was also reaped, who Katniss realizes is her mother's friend, and is the twin sister of Madge's mother. So, she's Madge's aunt as well.
And is the person who originally had the Mockingjay pin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so, everything in this arena was poisonous. Literally everything was poisonous. Which I thought was a really cool arena design.
Mm-hmm.
Can you, they were, the game makers were in the boardroom, just like, man, what can we, what's our gimmick this year? And then one of them was like, I got it. And, he was so proud of it. Anyways, Maisie and Haymitch ally, and they, travel together to the edge of the arena. Here they discover the force field that throws stuff back, and part ways, with Haymitch wanting to stay near the force field. Maisie then dies due to a bird piercing her throat, and Haymitch holds her hand until she dies. And then finally, after a long while, Haymitch faces off with the last victor. The victor throws her axe, that should have been tribute, sorry. The last tribute. She throws her axe, he dodges / collapses because he's literally holding his organs in.
Yeah, they're both, on the verge of death.
Yeah, and then the force field bounces the axe back into her head, which that's a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And so thus Haymitch won, but I'm sure the Capitol made him pay for that. Even Katniss herself is it's almost as bad as the thing I did with the berries. Ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting how Haymitch drinks so much and doesn't seem to have any friends or family to let people get close to him,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
real interesting.
By the way, I don't know who put this in there, but the models are very good.
It was me. I'm
All right.
glad.
So now we're in the Capitol. We're gonna meet the other victors. There's Finnick Odair, the smexy playboy. He's from District 4, very handsome. And yeah, that's all I got on him apparently. There's Beatty and Wyrus, aka Nuts and Volts. They're from District 3, Technology. They're smart and easily underestimated because I think they're a little older, a little smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I
think Wyrus has probably had a stroke at some point in her life, and that's why she talks like that.
Mm-hmm. But she's still extremely smart.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually point out to Katniss how to spot force fields as weak spots, which, I'm sure that wasn't on, they didn't purposely do that, right?
No, of course not. They were just like, they put up a force field this time.
Yeah.
How interesting. And
Wonder
Katniss
why
is
they
like,
did that.
Yeah, I shot at them.
Interesting. And then there's Johanna Mason, who's the queen of axe and sass. She's from District 7. District 7 represent. And then she immediately gets naked. It changed it to naked and uncomfy.
I literally made this change as you were typing it.
That's
Jackie.
right. That's right. I was just so tired. That was you. And then there's also Mags Flanagan. She's also from District 4. She is extremely old. She won the 11th Hunger Games. So she's
80 years old.
She's been alive longer than Snow has been president.
Yeah, she volunteered for the person who was supposed to be the female District 4 tribute, who was, all we could tell at that time was just a woman who was like hysterically screaming.
She was super not down to go back.
She was not down to go back.
Which I get, you know.
Totally valid. I would probably be her as well.
Yeah.
I would have been out of there. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot to say this, but I probably would have been out of there with Gail. Shit, I would have been like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. Right. Gail, go fucking hunt me some food. I'm gonna use you until I can. And then, Deuce's president, so fuck this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so 10... yeah, she's old. And then there's Chaff, Inobaria, Brutus, Cecilia, Gloss, and Cashmere. They were mentioned, but I was really tired at this point, so, you know.
Yeah.
They're not...
I think Chaff was one of Haymitch's friends.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cecilia had a lot of children.
And Chaff was from 11, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the Chaff was like a thing on wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Cecilia did have a lot of kids.
She had like 8 kids or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
She
they all cried as she got reaped.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's fine. I'm sure those kids had a bright future ahead of them and weren't going to be farm raised to be future.
She died pretty soon.
Whatever those are called, tributes.
And damn it! I should have put that fucking You know how Inobari had like the shark teeth? I should have put up the link to the video that's like, I'm gonna blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. This is a shark teeth.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I hate this.
Yeah, so the AVOX servants in District 12's quarters are Lavinia, who's the redheaded girl from last time, and Darius, the guy from the peacekeeper from 12 who tried to intervene on Gale's whipping. Haymitch tells Katniss and Peeta that they must make alliances, and Katniss is like, I want to ally with Mags and Nuts and Bolts.
Yep, like, okay, good job, Katniss.
Thanks, Katniss. Also, during their solo evaluations for the Game Makers, Peeta painted Rue with the flowers, and then Katniss hanged an effigy of Seneca Crane, the previous Game Maker. Because, like, what are they gonna do at that point? Kill you?
Yeah.
Like, And they both receive perfect 12s, which, you know.
Doesn't paint a target on their back or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Katniss and Peeta both forego their last day of training to spend the entire day together.
We just have a little picnic on the roof in the garden.
Mm-hmm. Have a relatively nice time. Oh. Yeah, so we're talking about the dress. So they do the interviews like last time, but the interviews hit different tonight. Like, people are asking, like, if Snow's so powerful, why isn't he stopping this?
Yeah, everybody's fucking pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, bro, I thought I was free from this. What the hell?
Even the audience.
Yeah.
Senna dresses Katniss in her wedding gown, which is chosen by President Snow and mysteriously heavier than she remembers, and he tells her not to lift her arms until she twirls. So yeah, when she lifts her arm and twirls, the dress bursts into flames and reveals a Mockingjay dress. Yes, I am here for the drama. Yes, I love everything about this. Yes, I love Senna! And this quote hits me. You know, like, he channels his emotion into his work, so the only person he hurts is himself.
Oh, yeah.
I love Senna, so this slide is dedicated to Senna. Also, Peeta announces Katniss is pregnant and they were secretly married. Like, the drama. Can you imagine watching that TV show, like being a Capitol citizen and just being like, oh,
Whoa.
Oh my god, but like it's such a perfect I guess critique on like the pro-life group. You know, because like, oh my god, I can't believe we're putting a pregnant woman in there. What about the baby?
Meanwhile,
what about the 17-year-old woman that you're putting in there?
Yeah, they're like, what about the baby while sending 12-year-olds in?
Yeah, like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
That's a very good point. And yeah, the tributes join hands on stage, which is like huge. And God, Effie looks like a psychopath.
Whoa.
I mean, so now the victors must go into the arena. Haymitch tells them to remember who the real enemy is. And just before Katniss is put in the arena, Senna is arrested and beaten to a bloody pulp right in front of her. And then she goes into the arena. She doesn't even have the chance to recover from shock, and she finds herself in the middle of the ocean. She is extremely fortunate that it was in the middle of the ocean, that the plates were at the middle of the ocean, because in any other scenario, if people had been able to run and immediately get to her,
oh, she would have died.
It's game over. Yeah, the fact that, like, she was able to, like, actually be like, okay, what am I doing? And, you know, people are like, how do I swim? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, quote, this is no place for a girl on fire. Bars. Oh, and that's the end of part 2. So I got some stuff on the side. So the way that Snow is playing it, this whole show, the Capitol is its own all-powerful entity outside of himself that even he can't stop. And in a way, he's correct. This whole book, in fact, has this theme about control. Katniss can't even choose her own wedding gown or husband, and Snow is controlled by the strict societal expectations of the Capitol. So kind of going off of that, the Mockingjay is symbolic for the lack of Capitol control. Yeah, so the Mockingjay comes from a Capitol weapon breeding out of control and making something new. I'm gonna drop some prequel shit real quick. Capitol used to have firing squads to practice on them to force them to extinction, and yet they prevailed. The Jabberjays' recording properties are literally, like, controlled with a remote control. The Mockingjays only repeat what they like, and it's, like, a huge thorn in the side of people working in the Capitol. And so, yeah.
So, like, the Jabberjays are just birds, and then, like, the Capitol, somebody just switches it on, and then they listen?
Yep, exactly.
What the fuck?
And so, yeah. And, like, its behavior doesn't change at all, except for that it just stops talking, but it still acts like a normal bird.
Huh.
I don't like that.
And that's my little literary analysis. Anybody got any opinions or anything?
So you tell me birds aren't real.
Birds are all drones sent out by the government.
That's true. It's nice.
Yeah, the proof is right here.
It's nice when you get your second vaccine because you can use your, like, telekinesis powers to summon your personal flock of birds to spy on people.
And then that 5G connection really makes it go faster.
I got this
But
one
you
raven
control
produces
everything as fast as possible.
Yeah, I got this one pigeon can produce his own Wi-Fi signal. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's been great.
I haven't had any issues at all.
Yeah, it's great. All right. We good?
Yeah.
I'm very happy with this meme. Part 3, the enemy. So Katniss is the first to arrive to the cornucopia because she actually knows how to swim. She and Finnick immediately form an alliance due to Finnick's token being Haymitch's gold bracelet, so you know that. I like that.
So Haymitch heard her, like, I want Mags, Wirus, and Beatty, and he went, fuck you, you get Finnick.
Oh, hold on, I gotta open the door real quick.
Okay.
Whoa.
Gosh, I was taking a bath on a Saturday night. That's my.
I thought I was the only one who knew that song.
I was telling Jackie last night when I did tap dance as a small child. That was our warm-up songs.
All right, I'm here. Alright, Hamish's gold bracelet. Finnick goes out to fetch PETA and Mags's doggy... Oh, wait, sorry. I can't read. Finnick goes out to fetch PETA, and then Mags doggy paddles to the shore. And it's found that the belts are flotation devices, which, like, smart play on the game makers, because how shitty would it have been...
Just to have everybody drown.
Everybody just drowns. You're like that. You're fired for sure. You're Seneca Crane 2.0.
Yeah.
Finally, they make for the jungle. As they are walking, PETA hits the force field at the end of the arena, and his heart stops. And Finnick CPRs him, and he lives. And Katniss is like, "What the fuck? Why is he kissing him?" Like,
yeah, really.
It's like fucked up and sad, but it's also kind of funny. And then I don't remember what this bullet point was about.
I put that in. I put that in because as that happens, and she's like sobbing over his like recently not dead body, and Finnick just sort of looks at her with a little like confusion on his face.
Yeah.
But I wonder why she was so upset. Either she's a really good actress, which we know she's not, or Katniss. Maybe you need to face your feelings a little bit, Katniss.
Ah, Katniss.
Feelings? What are those?
And side note, it's also interesting how quickly they find the force field. It seems like the arena's deliberately small.
Yeah, I figured that was just to make it go faster. Honestly.
Yeah, but Plutarch Heavensby's the head game maker. We know.
I'm sure that was something like Snow suggested to him, and was like, do what you can to make it end a little bit faster. Maybe.
Well,
like
I think to a point. I think to a point. With what we know about the arena, it also forces them to, or like they can't move as far, so it forces them to like have to go into the different areas.
That's true. That too. Good points, everybody. And anyways, Katniss lies and tells them she can hear the force field in her new ear and takes lead. She throws nuts.
Yep. She doesn't even like look at the thing. She just starts throwing nuts.
And the island is very hot. I just thought this meme was funny.
Yeah.
The gang travels but can't seem to find a source of water other than the ocean, and they hunt animals called tree rats that have wet muzzles, and they're like, man, I wonder where these tree rats are getting their water from. Haymitch sends them a spile, and it takes them a while to figure out what it's for. This is Pacific Northwestern privilege that I knew what a spile was, apparently.
Yeah,
I don't mean that. I meant just like small town farming area kind of thing. I live in a city, Jackie. We have trees, but they're here for like aesthetics.
I'm from the Midwest where the trees don't exist. So I did not know what it was until they like described it, and I was like, oh, that's the thing that takes sap out of trees.
I feel like if I were in their situation, I'd be like, what the fuck is this tube? What did you give me, Haymitch? Yeah, I don't think I would have figured that out.
All right, but they do. They get agua, and then they go to sleep. They go bed. Finnick is first to take watch, and then Katniss is woken up by some gongs going off. Finnick counts 12, and then lightning starts going off in the distance. Huh. I don't know. Who put this here?
Because the water's hot.
Oh.
It's not cold water that's coming out of these trees.
Yeah, that's true. That would honestly kind of just the humidity and all the water you can get is lukewarm, like hell. Hell. There's just no cooling off. Hashtag if you know, you know.
God damn it.
So, Katniss now notices a fog starting to creep through the trees. It's a bad fog. The mist from the fog causes blisters where it touches, and it deadens the nerves. Peeta's face droops and his legs stop working. Can I just say this is fucking terrifying?
Yeah, like he basically just had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying. Katniss carries Mags and is quickly unable to hold up her weight as Katniss's legs become paralyzed. And so the Mags kisses Finnick and then runs into the fog and she convulses and dies. Like, Mags went into this knowing she was going to die.
She did. But better her than the woman that she volunteered for, right?
I know.
Yeah.
She's like, survive, man. Survive for her so this sacrifice isn't in vain. Anyways, the three outrun the fog, and it stops as if meeting an invisible wall. Which is cool. And then Katniss discovers that soaking in ocean water takes the poison out. But it doesn't feel good, but it feels better. And then Katniss wishes for something to help with the scabs, and then, as if by magic, a silver parachute with salve comes to the rescue. And they prank Peeta with the salve. It turns her skin green. It's like, I'm glad y'all could still goof around.
Yeah. Finnick's such a good friend for Katniss because he's the one who suggested that.
Yeah, and that's what helps her realize that she doesn't have to be so wary of Finnick.
Yeah.
I like Finnick. Always have.
Me too.
Monkey. Monkeys begin to gather while Peeta fetches water. Katniss tries to warn him without freaking out, but Peeta literally goes, "Is someone there?" And like full Skyrim NPCs it. Yeah, like what Katniss should have done is just been like, "Peeta, stay calm. Do not look up." Like,
yeah.
She was just like, "Come towards me and check this out." Like, who you fooling? Just be honest.
Yeah.
Just be like, if you look up, you will die. So look down. Alright, these monkeys are mutations designed to kill. And now they're attacking. While they're being attacked, one of the morphlings from 6 sacrifices herself for Peeta. It literally bites a hole into her chest. So,
pretty gruesome.
Mm-hmm. You know, monkey. And then Peeta stays with her until she dies, and they paint on each other.
With her blood.
Mm-hmm. And after which, they receive medicine from Haymitch for their poison scabs. Wait.
No,
I think that was supposed to be on the previous slide. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and they also receive a loaf of fresh bread. Also, quick side note: how come monkeys is spelled like that? It should be spelled like M-O.
No, not because it ends in EY.
I don't care. It looks better with IE.
I don't think it does.
It looks better. It looks better, and that's my opinion. All right. So some people then die from too much tsunami, and then someone is approaching.
What is the right amount of tsunami? Could you let me know?
None.
Zero tsunami.
Zero tsunami.
That's good to know.
And then someone starts approaching from the beach. It's Joanna Mason with Beady and Wyrus with her. Beady is badly injured, and Wyrus is spinning in a circle saying tick-tock over and over and over again. And there are some personality conflicts, but an alliance is formed.
Yeah, I fucking love Joanna.
Yeah.
Alright, I do. I like her a lot. I like how straightforward she is, and she's like, you know what? I don't fucking like you. I don't want to be here. But Haymitch said I had to keep these people if I wanted to be friends with you, so here they are. Take your fucking kids. I don't know.
Joanna's
I like
the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, her bringing Wyrus and Beady were a condition given by Haymitch, as he said. And then Katniss realizes that the arena is a clock. They begin to draw a map of the arena, and then Wyrus has killed Big Gloss and Cashmere, so it was nice seeing you, Wyrus, while our time was fleeting, but it was nice.
But hey, she figured out that the arena was a clock, so...
Mm-hmm.
TikTok.
And then the game maker's like, oh, they figured it out, and so they just spin the arena, mixing up which sections are which is cool. And then it like flings a whole bunch of stuff out into the ocean, so Katniss goes and retrieves a very important wire for Beady, which I'm sure won't be important later.
I'm sure it's not a major plot device or anything.
And so everyone seems to be protecting PETA. Weird. Yeah, everybody but Katniss is protecting
She's like,
PETA.
why is everybody protecting PETA?
Weird. And then Finnick and Katniss are psychologically tortured by the sounds of Jabberjays screaming with their loved ones' voices. So that's cool.
It's cool.
And
I do appreciate how Finnick immediately collapses and he just knows that he's not going to be able to handle it.
yeah.
He's just, fuck this, fetal position.
I mean, like,
You
yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Beatty later reveals that these screams can easily be made with capital tech, so like that's actually, and I'm sure they're fine. Because
It was definitely something to try and restore hope to them, like.
Mm-hmm.
well, because I just clicked on something. Well, because like they were saying, once you get to the final 8, they interview your loved ones, so you know. In actuality, I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah.
I guess it keeps cutting them. Weird. There we go. Then PETA comes in for the kill. He reveals, so just the timing of it, Katniss listening to her mother and sister's tortured screams and like Gale, and then PETA comes in and reveals his gold locket contains photos of her mom, Prim, and Gale. And I didn't finish this sentence, but it's a reminder of the people who are depending on her.
Yeah.
And then they kiss. But like, for real.
It was for real though. She definitely got distracted.
She was like, I feel things again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is this
That
feeling?
was a real kiss.
Mm-hmm. And then Katniss then asks PETA to leave the Alliance together, but he's like, bro, let's wait for Beatty's plan. And she's like, alright.
I'm sure it'll go well.
So here's Beatty's plan. Tie wire.
6 fish in particular.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Tie wire to electric tree. Zap ocean with lightning strike. Fish die and may be tributes. Easier to kill other tributes when you cut off the food source. Profit.
Yep.
That's
I think
fun.
the goal was that if anybody is on the beach, because like they were always on the beach and so they never saw anybody else, but if they got off the beach, maybe they could lure the other tributes onto the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get onto the beach and it shocks the beach, they all die.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the goal, was to actually kill them.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
The beach episode. And so, since their plan includes electrocuting all the fish, they catch and eat all that they can. PETA finds a pearl and gives it to Katniss. Very sweet.
It's very cute.
Yeah, if you crush coal hard enough, it turns to pearls.
Yeah.
Then they get a lot of bread sent to them. They get 24 rolls from District 3 sent. Strange number. Interesting.
Like multiple times too.
Yeah.
Interesting
I think
number.
it's at least 3, if not more.
Mm-hmm. Here's a picture of bread in case you weren't hungry.
Thanks.
Bread.
And then we get to the rut row part. They start to put the plan in motion, which involves splitting Katniss and PETA up, because great, you know, like, that should have been the red flag. Like Katniss, mama. It's fine.
I mean, she starts, like, going in her head, well, I guess PETA's crippled, so he can't run as fast as I can with the time limit, so I guess it's fine.
I'd just be like, Finnick can run fast, let's go. Like, I'm staying with PETA.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm staying with
Joanna, go.
I'm staying with PETA, or I'm leaving. We're both leaving. Like, I'll kill you right now. Yeah, which is convenient. I'm sure it will go exactly as planned. Katniss then goes with Joanna to stretch out the wire while PETA stays with Beatty and Finnick. You know.
I literally don't remember why he was supposed to stay there. I think it was like, I think their excuse was that he needed to help tie the wire around the tree or something. I don't fucking remember.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
Well, I know he couldn't make the run with the wire because he was crippled, and he couldn't make it there and back in time.
Yeah, hey, remember that, his prosthetic leg that they conveniently left out of the movies?
Right?
Convenient.
It's just interesting. Just interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And while walking through the woods, they hear a noise. And the wire goes slack. And then
Yeah, the wire snaps.
Oh.
And then Joanna bonks Katniss on the head with the wire, then digs a knife into her arm. And then she's like, stay down, and then leaves. So, you know, Katniss is like, I'm gonna move. So
Yeah. Katniss is literally having like arterial blood flow out of her arm, and she's just like, "This is fine. I gotta go find Peeta."
yeah, she makes her way back to the tree, and at the tree she sees no sign of Peeta, but Beetee is bleeding and holding a knife wrapped with the wire, which that wasn't the plan. Katniss then tries to figure out what Beetee was doing and hears Haymitch in her head. Remember who the real enemy is. And so she wraps the wire around an arrow and shoots the weak point on the force field. Bam.
That happens.
It done did the explodes, and like Katniss like blacks out essentially.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my god, we're geniuses.
Gold.
So yeah, the force field sets off a chain reaction of explosions, and all is chaos as hovercrafts come in and pick up Katniss, Beetee, and Finnick. We don't know where Peeta and Joanna are, so, you know, that's cool. Katniss enters a drug-induced stupor as medics try to piece her back together, and she wakes up enough to decide to kill Peeta before the Capitol can get their hands on him, and sets out with a syringe, planning to inject air into his veins. Which will kill you. And then she runs into Haymitch and Finnick and Plutarch Heavensby, and is like, huh?
Yeah.
And so Haymitch and Plutarch tell Katniss everything. She is unknowingly, I feel like she probably knows, but she's the face she's the face of the rebellion. Well, not Katniss.
Yeah.
But everyone else. Plutarch tried to tip her off about the arena. Remember the watch? Not knowing.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that she would be a tribute. That was just like, hey, I know you're gonna be a mentor.
Like, helping her be a mentor.
Yeah, exactly. District 13 exists, and it's still going strong. And Peeta and Joanna got left behind, so you know,
That's
you didn't
fine.
need that syringe anyways, Katniss. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's the thought.
He's fine.
Hey, remember you wanted to try and kill him before the Capitol got to him?
What?
Well, that's unfortunate.
So Katniss fucking loses it and tries to claw Haymitch's face off, and then she's drugged again. And then next time she wakes up fully, Gale is there. Oh, sorry. This can't be good.
Yeah.
Just some sadness memes.
Oh man.
To put the eye emoji in the top.
This is what I meant when, like, you can't just drop a bomb like that. This is where I wanted it.
Yeah, Gale then tells Katniss that Prim and her mother are safe and that some other refugees made it to District 13, but now there is no District 12.
Well, her house is still there. That's cool.
Yeah, because they didn't touch the winners.
The Victor's Village.
Yeah, the Victor's Village. Just in case, you know, people want to go and spend a holiday there.
Yeah.
Can no one appreciate my meme? That's some fucking
I
wordplay.
Yes.
Okay, that's the end. I didn't write any opinions here. I ran out of steam. And yeah, you did the. Anybody got any opinions? What's up? How'd we like the book?
I forget how little the book is actually the Quarter Quell game.
Yeah. Like, it's mostly the setup, and then it's like the first, I don't know, I'd say at least 2/3 of the book are not the Hunger Games.
Yeah, the Quell is like a sixth of the book.
I would have been equally as pissed as all of the victors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I'd have been so fucking salty to be like, no, fuck you. Kill me now. I'm not going back in there.
I do think in the movies, Joanna does actually say, "Fuck you. I don't want to be here."
I think, well, that was the thing I was going to say. I think one of the lines in the movies that's not in the book was, I thought our deal was I would be free once I won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also, it's interesting to me that they had literally like centuries of Quell ideas planned out.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting that this one specifically gets picked for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they definitely rigged that.
Right, because it's not like with the reapings that they just randomly get pulled from a bucket. Like they're specifically written out for the different quarter quells.
I'm quite certain the reapings are rigged too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Miss Baird?
Whoa.
Miss Baird? I don't know if you're that far yet.
I
And
do think that the quarter quell was rigged. Like, it might be that they have a bunch of ideas written out and they just choose whichever one seems interesting, or if they don't really care, they just grab a random one. This one was for sure planned.
I know exactly who wrote all of those Quell ideas too, because there is some legitimate fucking psychopaths in the Capitol that have big power.
Cool.
It's Snow's teachers, you know. Where else are you gonna learn it from?
Yeah, I forget how gruesome these books are.
I know.
Like,
oh yeah.
like Joanna was talking about how there's just a blood rain. Like, it's literally just a rain of blood, and if you open your mouth and your eyes at all, you get blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds unpleasant, but I would rather deal with that than the monkeys.
Yeah, me too. I'd just be like, all right.
Or the mist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just fetal position and wait it out.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, when it's nighttime and you don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's scary. It's awful. It doesn't sound pleasant in any capacity.
But better than the monkeys in that mist.
Better than the mist for sure.
Hell, it's probably better than most of the options out there.
That's probably the nice one. That's the free space.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Jabberjays, fucking awful. The tsunami, fucking awful.
The Beatles.
I don't even want to know what that is, but all I can think of is like that scene from The Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, why
gift that we kept trying to get rid of.
Why do we keep bringing that up? I don't like it. It's like one of my top biggest fears for irrational reasons is that I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be something crawling under my skin.
That's valid.
Fuck that. No gracias.
Anyway. Yeah, this book was cool.
I definitely liked book 2 a lot more. Not that I didn't like book 1, but I don't know. Everybody's opinions and attitudes towards everything, I was a much bigger fan of, as opposed to like one where it's like you have the group of people trying to survive, and then the victors. I mean, not the victors, the careers, just trying to murk everybody. Then it's like it's a much better balance of like people who are trying to work together and like keep shit from Katniss. And there's Katniss, and there's Peeta. There's a lot more going on in this book, and I liked it.
I liked seeing all the other tributes, all the other victors.
I think Catching Fire is my favorite of the 3.
I agree.
Yeah, because Mockingjay is good, but I definitely prefer Catching Fire. It's more interesting. Mockingjay is fucking sad.
Yeah, Mockingjay's just sad. This one's got like a cool arena and interesting dynamics and new characters.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the clock arena.
Imagine that boardroom meeting. What if we make it a clock?
Okay, what do we have at 1? What do we have at 2?
All right, with that, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna end the stream there. Oh,
all right.
My screen froze for a second. Anybody want to plug anything before we say our goodbyes?
Oh, because I don't know when I'll stream.
Well, check out Chris's channel regardless. They've got some good VODs going on. Crystalline Flowers, all one word.
Yeah. I will be trying to stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have no guarantee about what time it'll be.
I love being
closer to 9 because I get off late.
Love being an adult.
I love being an adult who works a lot of overtime.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it works.
All right, everybody, hydrate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
My plug is that as of last Friday, everybody in America is now eligible to get vaccinated, and you should go do that because it's free.
All adults.
All adults, my bad.
All adults.
All the people that matter. Fuck the kids. Let's just put,
Can we get a clip of that?
Let's put them.
Yeah, clip it.
Let's put them in arenas and have them fight to the death, and the winner gets the vaccine. You know, just keep it simple.
Quote, the purge was right, actually.
But yeah, I didn't realize that everybody could get it. So go get your vaccine. It is free, completely free. You don't even need to show an insurance card, anything. Just go and get it.
Just make an appointment wherever you can.
Please.
CVS holds them. Some other pharmacies hold them. You can also call your doctor. Sometimes your doctor will have it.
Yeah, even if you can't find an appointment time, places like CVS, you can get put on like a wait list. So if people cancel their appointments, they'll call you and you can go get one either that same day or next day or something like that.
Yeah. Please go get your vaccine. I really need to go to Anime Week in Atlanta this year and hug my friends. Like, I need to get shit-faced at a rave again, please.
Don't do it for you. Do it for me, please.
Yes.
Do it for all the weebs.
All the poor weebs.
If you get your vaccine, you do become a little bit stronger, so there's that too.
Just a little bit.
You do level
my
up.
arm is
You
just a
control the
tiny
birds.
bit buffer.
I feel a little bit more
Control the
powerful.
You can connect to the drones.
Yeah.
Continue to the radio, but only AM stations.
Oh, that's worse. That's a
It's a
terrible.
curse.
Why would you try to convince people to get the vaccine like that?
That's for all the farmers out there. If you know, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I stream next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, question mark? I don't fucking know. Whatever happens, happens. We'll probably be sailing, because that's the current game we're obsessed with. So,
It'd be like that.
You know what's good? What about sailing?
the what? We'll talk. We'll talk. Thanks so much for watching. Everybody have a great night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.